What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's iDestiny. Today I am reviewing a new mask that I've been super excited to review for you guys, and this is the Australian Clay Pastel. This is the Australian Clay Pastel Pink Mask, and I got this from Amazon. It's by a company called Best Nature's Cosmetic. Never heard of it, but one of the reasons why I've been so excited to review this mask for you guys today is because people are claiming that this is a Sand and Sky dupe. So for those of you that are not familiar with Sand and Sky, you know that company with that super bomb Australian pink mask you've been seeing all over Instagram, all over Facebook, all over everywhere. But I think it retails for like 40 something bucks. So ain't nobody got time to be spending that kind of money on a mask. No matter how good it is. For some of us regular people, it's just not something that we want to be spending our money on, you know, every month or every other month, depending on how often you use the mask, because the container doesn't look that big. Now make sure you guys subscribe. I'm trying to help y'all get your skincare game together this summer. So for those of you that have been struggling with maybe a little bit of acne, or maybe a little bit of uneven skin tone, or maybe some dryness, patchiness, whatever it may be, I'm trying to help y'all get your skincare game together, because I know you guys got cookouts, barbecues, pool parties, events, festivals, all sorts of summer events that you want to go to that you don't want to have to be cake-based for. So let's get into it. And please excuse my neighbors. You guys already know what the situation is. I already had to scream at them once because they woke my baby up. And she's like me. She's not in a good mood when she's woken up for no reason. So hopefully she stays asleep for the rest of this video. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. This mask doesn't say anything about me cleansing my face before use, but I did just kind of give my face a brisk little rinse just to make sure all the little morning crust was out of the way. But it just says to mix this with equal parts. I don't even think it says equal parts. Mix enough clay with water to make a creamy paste. Okay, so that's it. So this mask seems like it's more of a kind of mix to your own liking. So some people really like that. Some people like thicker masks. Some people like thinner masks. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in because I think I have to keep this on for like 10 to 15 minutes or something. So, and I finally found my little silicone brush. Now I love using these on my face just because I feel like they're more hygienic. I feel like they can last a little bit longer. Sometimes with those really cute, hipster looking, natural bristle brushes and all that kind of stuff, I feel like bacteria can kind of get stuck in there just because you're using it on clay masks. Unlike when you use natural brushes for makeup, I feel like it's a lot easier to clean them just because that kind of thick cakiness doesn't get kind of caught in between the bristles and the base of the brush. So I like using these, and they're super cheap on Amazon, so why not? I can link these below for you guys to check out if you would like. So I'm just gonna scoop some of this into here. I don't know how much to use, it didn't say. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put maybe about that much in there, but it says you can actually use this as a body wrap too. So for those of you that are really into like the whole self-care, like head to toe, put clay on my body, body wraps, foot soaks, whatever, this is something that you can use for that too. Whereas I think a lot of other like pink Australian clay masks that I saw are more for like are more for just your face. So, or they specify specifically for the face. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of water and kind of start mixing and seeing if I can get like a nice consistency here. Okay, so I'm seeing a little bit of that, it almost looks like smoke coming up from here. Now for those of you that saw my bentonite clay review, that clay specifically is reactive. So they actually ask you to not mix it with metal. So I don't know if this mask is the same way, it does not specify, but to be safe, I'm just over here using this like little reusable plastic container. Okay, so I added very little water and it's literally completely liquid. So I'm definitely gonna have to add more. So it was interesting, I was on Amazon kind of looking for a dupe, and I stumbled upon this, and it just had such freaking amazing reviews. There was even an esthetician that jumped in there talking about how her clients actually like this better than the Sand and Sky. So I was like, okay, we're gonna try it out, see how we like it, see if it does what it says it's gonna do. Wow, I mean, this stuff is super lightweight. I keep having to add more. So okay, so I am getting some difficulty mixing this mask. It would have been nice for them to put some kind of specifications, just to at least get like some sort of general idea of where to start. And then I feel like you can always add more water if you wanted more liquidy, or you can add less water if you want it thicker. But I like it when brands actually put a specification for the measurements in here. That way you kind of get at least a base of where to start from, and then you can kind of do whatever you want, you know, mix it up, whatever. But it looks like it's kind of a mom and pop shop, so I get it. They want this product to be as flexible as possible. It does come in a dry form, whereas the other product that I previously mentioned comes in kind of like, it's already pre-mixed with other stuff in it, and you can just put it on your face. So some of you might choose that product just because it's, you know, ease of use. You can just jump right in. This one you got to do a little bit more mixing, but for that price difference, I don't mind having to mix it myself. It's not that deep at the end of the day. Hopefully my little bad neighbors is done turning up for today. That way I can get this review done for y'all. Ooh, it goes on really nice. And please excuse my hair today. I'm struggling right now, y'all. Oop, and I just got it on my pants. That's gonna stay. Good thing I wore just kind of whatever pants. I'm struggling with my hair, y'all. I've been natural for, I want to say, since 2010. Grew out my hair and literally had only put heat on it for my wedding day, which was 2015. And I didn't even like chemically straighten it. It was literally just like a blow dry and press. So I've been heatless since then as well. And even before that, I was heatless for like several years, and chemical free for that many years. Okay. Only thing with these silicone brushes is kind of difficult to get your nose area a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna work it out. So I don't know. I'm struggling. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to just go and get my hair blow dried, because as a mom, you're just exhausted like all the time. And it's just a pain to have to worry about your hair. And I know some people are like, well, why don't you just do a protective style? Okay, I've been doing protective styles, and I feel like my edges are a little over it. I had a lot of like postpartum shedding, and then I was like trying to put twist in like every couple of months or so, and I just feel like my hair just, I don't know. It's a lot going on. It's a lot. Okay, so I got this mask on. I'm gonna leave this on. Oh, it's already starting to dry down. And as you guys can see, it's kind of like this pinky terracotta color, and it says actually on here that it should range from like a pinkish to a grayish, I think. And this is supposed to cleanse, exfoliate, and tone the skin in one application. The natural properties of the clay mask are firming, hydrating, and calming. So a little different. I feel like with the Sand and Sky, one thing that I've noticed on there is that it really brightens the skin of the people that are using it. So I do see a difference there, but I'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes and we'll see if this mask really did what it was supposed to do. Alright, y'all, I just finished up. Face is feeling fresh as always. Alright, so let's get into the true tea. Let me zoom in and let y'all take a gander. Alright, so pores look clean. Skin does look a little bit brighter. I can't say that my skin feels firmer, but my skin definitely feels clean and it feels soft. So when you rinse off the mask comes off, I would say definitely easier than a lot of other clay masks that I've used. It slides off, it becomes kind of like lotion-like, and I feel these tiny, like the tiniest little of granules in it, almost like when you use like baking soda, make into a paste and you use it on your skin to kind of exfoliate. It kind of has that similar feeling when you're like massaging it into your skin and kind of rinsing it off. So that's nice. It wasn't super scratchy. It wasn't, you know, big chunks of granules or anything like that. It's just the clay naturally, when it starts to kind of break down, has the very slightest of granules to just slightly buff and kind of polish your skin, which is nice. Now, I did go on Amazon as I was like sitting here like waiting for the mask to dry, and I was reading some of the people's comments, and somebody was like, the mixing ingredients or the mixing directions are off. And I was kind of like, they didn't really give us any. They just said to mix with water until it became a paste. But I'm guessing they meant they wish that there would have been some sort of instructions. So I do get where they're coming off there. The results that I'm seeing are definitely not as drastic as with the Sand and Sky, but this is definitely it's a nice mask. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a dupe. I think maybe just because the main ingredient is Australian pink clay. But I mean, if you look at the ingredients of the other more expensive product, they definitely have a lot of other things in there as well. Now, one thing that I did find on Amazon was that some of the people on here, I mean, I feel like the hive mind on Amazon is what's up. It's dope. Some of these people were mixing it. Instead of with water, they were using avocado and rose water and some other things. So I'm guessing if you went through the ingredients list on the more expensive product, and I think they use rose water in theirs as well. And I think if you just got some of those simpler things and mixed it with this, you'd probably see a little bit of better results. So maybe next time I'll try it that way. This is just with water, the basic way that they said to do it. And these are my results. So my skin does feel a little bit on the drier side. I have combination skin, just for y'all that are out there, you know, combination, slightly oily skin. So I'm gonna follow up with my Andalou coconut toner. This stuff is, oh God, I love this stuff. When I do my Sprouts review, I'll put this in there for y'all to check out because it's bomb. If you guys are watching this video, my last video, I'm pretty sure would have been my Trader Joe's haul. And then I have some other Sprouts hauls. So if you guys are interested in seeing that Sprout haul, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell, that way you guys can be notified when I drop it, because I've been trying so many new products lately. Like I said before, I'm trying to help you guys get your skincare game together. So let me do my rose oil from TJ's after this. Can I just tell you, like, I had to go to the store and get myself another neti pot because I literally had been not able to breathe. That's kind of like a major thing, but also like my sense of smell had completely kind of gone out the window. And I really need to be able to smell. I mean, I'm over here reviewing products for you guys, and I feel like scents are very, very important when you're kind of reviewing stuff, you know? Especially if it says fragrance on there. I really want to be able to tell you guys if something is too potent of a smell for some of those of you that have a little bit more sensitivity and that sort of thing. Oh, I love this stuff, and it's so cheap too. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit on the neck too. You know, I really wish I would have came down my neck and my chest with the mask. I feel like that would have been really nice. For those of you that are gonna do body wraps with this, I feel like it's gonna be bomb for that. So maybe I'll do a video on that. I feel like I haven't done an R&R routine video in a minute. I feel like my last, what was it, last year? I don't even remember. But I really want to get back into doing those because I just love kind of showing you guys what my R&R rest and relaxation routine is and what I'm using. And I'm going to finish up with my brightening cream from Andalou. Just following up with this. Okay. Now that I've got my moisturizers on, my face is feeling good. We're feeling right, and I can definitely see the results better. I know for some of you, you're like, what you mean? I mean, the mask either does what it does or it doesn't. But at the same time, you have to keep in mind that skincare is made to be done kind of in steps. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be a 10-step K skincare routine. It doesn't have to be 20. But I mean, most facial items are not meant to be standalone products. It's meant to be like, oh, you do this to cleanse your pores, and you follow up with a cream or an oil or serum or something, or you know, you have this serum and then you lock it in with cream. Like, it's meant to be done in steps. And so I feel like you can really see what it's like or what it's gonna work. I feel like you can really see what it's supposed to do when you pair it with the skincare routine that works for you, that you kind of use on a regular basis. And I feel like this is something that would fit in pretty seamlessly because my face is really absorbing a lot of these creams and oils and stuff that I just put on it. You know, my using that toner. This is, by the way, a really great non-drying toner. So I feel like when I paired it with my regular skincare stuff, I feel like my skin looks great. I feel like my skin looks amazing. And this thing is, I think this mask is like 10 or 12 bucks on Amazon. The shipping was 3 or 4. It's not available through Prime. I think Best Nature's, they actually ship their own stuff. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I mean, not a terrible drawback considering I think in total it was like maybe 15 or 16 bucks. So not bad considering the fact that the other major product is, I think, like 40 something bucks. But overall, I say that this mask did a good job. I feel like this is a good mask when I don't want to do something super drying like a bentonite clay mask. I feel like this is a clay mask that I could use, you know, in fall, not necessarily in wintertime. For those of you with oily skin, go ham on this in wintertime, because I feel like this would be really great, especially because you get that extra benefit of getting that little bit of exfoliation going. For those of you with dry skin, if you live in a very hot, maybe even humid place, I feel like this could be a mask that you could use for a good chunk of the year, not just summer but spring as well. So yeah, and the cool thing about this is they have it, I think they have it in different sizes. So you can get it in this, I think this was the smallest size that they had, and this is 4 ounces. And then I believe they maybe had it in an 8. Yep, this is the 4 ounces or 120 milliliters, and they have it in a 240 milliliters and a 480. So I think that would be like a 4, 8, and 12. Doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure it's a 4, 8, and a 16, which is really nice for those of you that are going to be using this for body wraps. Also, if you do, I feel like this would be really great. Like I said, I wish I would have like continued to kind of go down, because I feel like this would have been great for like neck and chest, or for those of you that might struggle with like back knee, that sort of thing. I feel like this is nice. I feel like it would cleanse your skin, kind of give you a nice little exfoliation, and you know, maybe put your little sexy shoulders out for the rest of summer with this, or you know, your back or whatever, backless top. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As you guys can see, once I paired it with my other stuff, my skin is looking good. It's looking dewy. It's looking popping. I'm ready for work. I only have to work 3 days this week because the holiday's coming up. So like this video if you want to see more. I'll be posting more as usual. Make sure to do well and be well, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.